Good morning, my LinkedIn family. I hope you had a wonderful weekend uh, wherever you were this weekend. I hope you relaxed a lot, spent time with family and friends, and stayed safe in this current situation. Um, we have people joining in, so I will give a few seconds for people to join in. And whoever is with me, please share from where you have joined in so that I recognize you. I'll try to recognize as many people as possible. And towards the end of the session, please ask questions. Purpose of these sessions, I've been doing it with this focus, which is looking at the possibilities of our growth and your growth, our growth and your growth, and my growth and your growth with me in 2021. And I am determined, hopefully, I will continue this way, to do a short live session every day, every working day, which is Monday to Friday. Uh, and last week, from 1st of January, when I started this journey, with you. I did 5 sessions last week. So first 4 sessions covered the concept of identifying your strengths and weaknesses and how this helps when you convert your weaknesses into your strengths. Second was identifying or finding your unique selling proposition. The third was building a strategy. And the fourth was focus, how focus helps, how you practice focus. And focus is a subject very close to my heart because I know um, we are not taught throughout our life how to focus. We are only been told that focus, 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 but we are never told or taught how to focus. And on the fourth day, Friday, we recapped everything. So that's a strategy that I have developed for these sessions, and hopefully I'm bringing some interesting knowledge for my LinkedIn family. And I request you, everybody who is with me, I will quickly um, recognize some of you, is to share your thoughts or ask questions and implement these ideas. These are very basic ideas, growth ideas that I'm bringing in. In my 35 years of career, I've experimented with these ideas, and every time I experimented with one little idea, it works. So it's all um, practical. It is doable, and everybody can do that. So please share this session or in the previous sessions also. So I'm doing these sessions simultaneously on my Facebook, on my LinkedIn, as well as on YouTube. So if you miss out a session, you can scroll down and and look at it. It's like a 15 minutes jam-packed, exciting discussion on our growth, my growth, and your growth together. So today, who is with us today? Let me just quickly recognize these people. We have Irfan. Hello, Irfan. We have Rahman. Hello, Rahman. We have Ibad from New Jersey. Hello, Ibad. Never haven't been to New Jersey in a while. Uh, my dear friend Lona from Maryland. Maryland. I've stayed there for recreation. My friend lives in Urbana, so that's a place I know pretty well. We have Irfan from Iraq, Abdurrahman from UAE, yes, Abdurrahman. We have Umair from UAE. We have Farhan from Islamabad. Alaikum salam. We have Harun Javed from Karachi. We have Shamsher from Kolkata. So if we have more people joining in, please introduce yourself and I'll be happy to recognize you. And we have uh, Adlera from Balkans. All right, thank you very much. So, uh, if you have joined in for the first time, welcome to this uh, rapid session, a quick session, which only talks about growth. And I always start this with this small thing uh, about the environment that we have experienced or we had experienced in 2020. Pretty depressing. A lot of people lost jobs. COVID paralyzed the whole world. Still is doing so, but we pivoted as human beings. We learned to deal with it. A lot of countries which are not very well resourced also are doing pretty well. And in fact, if you see a lot of countries that are well resourced are not doing that well. So uh, your own situation can be like that. You can be in a difficult situation, but as a human, you know how to deal with a situation. So whatever had happened in 2020 is past, is a talk of past. Past is gone. We can't really do anything about it. What we need to do is to move on and implement ideas that would take us to the next level. So the first part of this whole scenario is to look at yourself. And in that scenario, the first discussion that I had was on looking at your strengths and weaknesses. And the concept was drawn from our learning from SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. A lot of times this analysis is used in business terminology or in businesses, but the same principle can be applied, adopted by us also, because the same management principles are the principles that we should really be looking at. And once you have worked out on your strengths and weaknesses, there were other things that I discussed. I left um, opportunities, opportunities and threats towards the end. Towards the end means that after those five things that we discussed earlier, which is strength, weaknesses, um, your USP, your unique selling proposition, as we call it, your strategy and your focus. Um, Today, the fifth thing that is really important, or fifth component that is very important, is looking at opportunities and threats. Now, whoever is with me, please, you can keep commenting. I would see your comments right now. LinkedIn comments take a little while to come in, so please keep commenting so that I could quickly see where do you stand at this moment in time as far as these concepts are concerned. And if you have any questions, you can ask me, because it's going to be a short session. It is not probably about 15 to 18 minutes. That's all. We are already in the ninth minute. So, opportunities and threats. Why do we need to look at opportunities and threats? And why do we need to look at opportunities first and threats later? So, uh, see, our brain actually, right from our childhood, is trained to look at negativity first and get scared, and we chicken out. So, looking at your opportunities first, or building a list of your opportunities first, and then look at the threat part of it, helps us in staying in the field. So if you don't stay in the field and you quit because you are scared, then obviously there is no success. You're out from the game, so you have to stay in the game. You have to have your skin in the game. If you have your skin in the game, then you will figure out how to win the game or how to proceed in the game. And that is really important for us to succeed, to grow. So the message today is to build a list of opportunities and threats. And in my previous sessions also, I spoke about don't only think. If you have everything in your head, you actually have nothing. Remember that. If you have everything in your head, there is nothing. You don't have anything. So when I ask people, because I coach and mentor and help people in their careers, and work with them, handhold them towards their career objectives, be it looking for a job or building a career in something else, or career as an entrepreneur. I find people, when I ask them, "What is your vision?" A lot of people actually say struggle in responding to this question. So they don't have a vision. And some people say we have a vision, and they would tell me the vision. If I ask next day the vision, they will forget. They will tell me something else. Or at least if the vision is somewhat what they told me yesterday, has different meanings altogether. And why so? Because they do not write it down. It is not written. When it is not written, it does not exist. So write it down, create a Word document, or keep a notepad. See, I always have a piece of paper with me, or a chunk of paper where I try to put my thoughts, my ideas. Um, Hello, Shafiq. Shafiq is joining from Bangladesh. Thank you for joining in. Um, so make a list of your opportunities first. What are your opportunities? And you can actually build it up. It will take some time, excuse me. It's pretty cold in Toronto. We had -4. It's still not very bad, but it's still pretty cold. So this is pretty natural. Thank you for whoever wished me. So build that list. And how do you do that? You create a document and you start building a list. The list based on your skills, based on the environment that you are in. And once you have got like 5, 6, 8 points, whatever, try to validate these points with people who are out there in that particular area. So, for instance, I just tell you an example. If you have an objective of starting an online business, maybe online business, and in that business also you will have various options, whether it is a service-based business or you're going to sell something, what that something would be, what the market is like. All these things have to be documented in a more complex manner. People would call it a business plan, but I'm a big believer of simplifying things. So let's simplify it and look at the opportunities. Once you have looked at the opportunities and built up the whole inventory of that opportunity, it could be several pages actually. You don't know. When you jump in, then only you will know how warm the water is or how cold the water is, right? Just by dipping your toe would give you some idea, but does not really give you the real feel for the temperature. So you have to jump in. When you jump in and try to look at things based on your strengths and weaknesses and all those four criteria that we discussed, and based on that, build your inventory of opportunities, then you will see that you will actually be able to foresee the potential. And this is exactly what I would like to discuss in today's discussion, as to how do we reach to a point where we actually where we actually make a decision on something. So already 15 minutes in the session. If anybody has any questions, please ask. Share your comments and thoughts. If you like these sessions, just say yes. If you are with me and you want to grow in 2021, say yes. And I will keep bringing these interesting sessions for you on a regular basis. This is the aim for 2021 for me, is to engage with as many people as possible, help as many people as possible, and help them grow, help them come out of the situation that they had been in for past many months, or maybe even before that. So looking forward for your comments, and if you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you, Umar. Thank you very much. I'm sure I think you have been on my sessions before. If you've missed out anything, please scroll down and and watch those sessions. And I also request all of you to please share these sessions. So just press share button, and it will go to your network, which will help them in few ideas. So you are actually basically, taking that torch to other people also, showing them light. So show them light so that you get the benefit of it also. Um, so I'm still waiting for any question. If there is none, then I will. Oh, it's a big one. All right, Uwais is asking. I mean, it's a very interesting question, Walaikum Salam. The company I work in has an yearly performance development report in which each employee has to mention his sort in the beginning of the year, which then by December is evaluated. In many a time, I mention a strength and opportunities, but that gets knocked out by the line manager as he feels that might give him a threat. My question is, in this scenario, what should be done? With such a great question. I mean, honestly speaking, this is a phenomenal question. You are working with a micromanager. If it is your SWOT analysis, you own it. He does not own it. He or she does not own it. That's a wrong policy within the organization. So if your organization is is asking you to do something, a SWOT analysis, it is your SWOT analysis. It is your SWOT analysis. It is my SWOT analysis. This is how I think, uh, I feel. So it is my strengths and weaknesses. It is opportunities and threats for me. If I think it's a wrong policy, first of all, if you do it, then you own it. That's it. Period. Your land manager has got nothing to do with it. It is your objective. So this is really, really. But the question is phenomenal. This is great. Uh, I don't know. I mean, the thing is that if your manager debate with him, I would say debate with him, or in a nicer environment, and say what is the point, or talk to HR and say what is the point of this having a SWOT analysis if I don't own it, if somebody else owns it. So if it is his SWOT analysis, that's fine. But if it is your SWOT analysis, you own it. So I would say you have to speak to HR. Obviously don't fight with them, and at least it has to be a debate as to what is the policy of this SWOT analysis, and logically explain that if it is my SWOT analysis or any individual SWOT analysis, that individual has to own it. HR should run a small session on how to write that SWOT analysis. If it is technically correct, it is technically correct. All right, so but this is a great phenomenal question. Thank you very much. um, Harun Javed Singh, my son is also listening. He is almost 41 years old. Want to start online business? Great. Uh, a great time to experiment. But remember, when you are 14 years of age, Harun, okay, obviously, when we were growing up, or I'm much older than you, at 14 years, your exposure was very, very limited. My exposure was limited. Whereas young people who are at 14 years of age now, they have much bigger exposure and they are much more enthusiastic. Uh, the lesson that I would give him, or the coaching that I would like to give him, is do exactly what I have told you to do. SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Have your own idea. The idea should be noble and just does not follow anyone blindly. Don't even follow me blindly if that's the case. If I say something which is not practical, don't follow that. So you have to be in your shoes all the time, and make a decision based on reality, based on facts. So start your online business, but what online business? This is the key thing. The competition is growing, so you have to be unique and you have to be um, you have to really stand out, and you have to have a community out there who would speak out for you. So we are only already 20 minutes in the session, and if your son is on social media, he should just follow me, and hopefully some of the discussion that I do would benefit him in his business venture. And thank you very much for your comments. If there is any other comment, I would be happy to respond. We're already in 22nd minute. I would go on for maybe one more minute before we log off. But please stay in touch and engage with my post. Build your network. And I always say your network is your net worth. I have a network of over 56,000 people across the globe, from Canada to Australia. Uh, People come and join me and connect with me because probably they gain something of these discussions. And this is an opportunity for you to connect with each other. So whoever is on the session can connect with each other, and hopefully you will find certain opportunities within the group, within the network. This is how systems work. This is how things are moving globally. So build your network. It will increase your net worth. Think about it, and keep engaged with my posts. I post a lot actually. So only in the last 10 days, this is my 29th um, post on LinkedIn. So I'm mostly engaged on LinkedIn. Um, Adnan Abid, Walaikum Salam. You've just joined in towards the tail end of the session. Please rewind the session and watch it. If you have any question at this moment in time, please ask. Otherwise, I will wrap the session up because I'm already in the 23rd minute, and I don't want to drag the session to make it boring. I'll try to keep it short so that people stay with me. But thank you very much for joining in, Abid, and I hope you will learn something of this session. Um, and so somebody is asking me in inbox that what is my business? My business is coaching and mentoring, and I provide service which is called LinkedIn Profile Revamping and Optimization Service to my clients globally. I have clients in the US, Canada, Switzerland, Germany, UK, Dubai, Saudi Arabia. So in various countries, client come in, and the only marketing that I do is by creating my own content on LinkedIn. Mostly the focus is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the most powerful tool out there at the moment in time, and I am capitalizing on that. So I hope I have responded to that gentleman who has just asked me the question. And with this 25th minute, and if you don't have any question, adios. Thank you very much for joining in. Keep tuning in every day uh, live. Mostly, I come live around the same time every day. So come in on live and join in and ask questions and learn. You can also continuously find these topics on my LinkedIn profile. So engage with me, and hopefully you will be able to gain a lot of these sessions. So with this, thank you very much. I say. Goodbye to all of you who have joined in from Toronto. Stay well, stay happy, and grow in 2021.